Last semester, I started to practice meditation. But it wasn't like I did it on a whim. I have to do that. I was kind of forced to do that. So here's the story. I just had an eventful first year in college. New city, new people, new friends, new knowledge, new lifestyles. It has so much fun and excitement. But it did get stressful sometimes. I had my share of emotional moments and sleepless nights. I'm a person who constantly makes plans. And I'm a person who has to make plans. With so many new things going on, I feel like I had to prepare ahead to not mess them up. Every night, lying in bed, I make plans. When should I take the TOEFL test? What about the GRE? Which program should I choose? Who can first host the first club meeting? I have got a lot of compliments from people. I'm the one who seems to always organize the other side. I'm the one who seems always look far in my friends' opinion. I used to think my planning skill was one of my biggest advantages. However, they gradually bring some troubles to me. This year, I started a quantitative finance club as one of the founders. In order to get a good start for the first few days, I haven't slept much. As you will guess, I did a lot of planning for it. How do we design our poster? How do we recruit members? What about the interview? Who can host the first club meeting? I could say, even though our club was only announced that afternoon, I'm already thinking about when we will retire and who will take our place. What's more, to make it a success, I also prepared for all kinds of scenarios where things can go wrong. What if we don't have enough time to set up the room? What if only a few more members attend our event? What if someone says something bad of a club? What if, you got the idea. I have worried about all the scenarios in my mind, and I try my best to make everything included in my plan. But only God can do that. That was just too hard, and I feel so tired and anxious. So you can see, I worried too much about my future, and I felt like I really, really need to do something about it. So now you probably know why I was forced to practice meditation. To be honest, I didn't expect much, but actually, meditation does bring a lot to me. When we meditate, we were asked to only focus on our breathing. But I was a little bit confused. I know how to breathe. I'm breathing pretty well all the time. Why should we focus on such a simple thing? But what my teacher said impressed me a lot. She said, being able to focus on your breathing while meditation is the entrance point to a mindful place, accepting the present for what it is. During meditation, our breath is the one true thing that is present in the moment. Being able to focus on your breathing is being able to focus on the present, to live in the moment, to be okay with who you are in this very moment. Just breathing, not doing more, not doing less. After all, that's the only thing that is in my culture right now, the present and the breathing. Surprisingly, over time, I can notice myself becoming a more mindful person at any moment. I become more focused on the very thing that I was doing at the moment. If I was hanging out with my friend, I was just having fun with them and bonding with them, instead of at the same time worry about things like, when should I take the TOEFL test, the GRE test? If it was time to sleep, I just closed my eyes and I tried to clear all the things in my mind. It was already midnight. For this moment, it was time to take a break. With the practice of meditation and the mindset of being present, I found myself not fearing things in the future as much as I was before. In the past, I made plans because I was afraid of making mistakes. The reason I looked so far is because I was afraid that my future was not so perfect. But now I realized the plan doesn't represent the future, and the future will not follow your plan either. No matter how long my plan is, I was still standing at this point in this moment. Plans are something that maybe drive you a little bit to the future, but at the same time, they shouldn't drive away from the present. After all, the only thing that I can do something about, that I can change, that is in my culture, is the present. That's all I have. Do what I can with the present. Culture what is my culture. The rest of it, just let it be, as the video song goes. So I kept on practicing meditation as a daily habit. And to put the thoughts into reality, I start to change step by step. I would set a general goal, divide them into several stages, and focus on the latest part. For example, maybe tomorrow, maybe today, or even maybe today's afternoon. Things went pretty well at the beginning, and I was really happy for my change. However, one day, I broke down again. Last month, I was very busy. I was juggling so many things at the same time. So I kept on telling myself that, don't worry too much about the future. Just focus on the present and make it efficient. This is my schedule for one afternoon in November. After lunch, I prepared for a competition, then an on-site meeting, then a class, then a research project, then another online meeting. Actually, when I made the plan, I was quite satisfied. I thought I had made the day to the fullest. I maximized my time so that I can deal with a lot of things in one day. However, things went wrong that afternoon. The on-site meeting didn't go very well that afternoon. The start was bad, the process was bad, and the result was also bad. So I was pretty lost after the meeting, with mixed emotions and a messed up mind. However, I have no time to digest that. I have to rush to the other building to take my class. Maybe because of my low spirits, I didn't do well in that class, and I was so sorry for my teacher and myself. However, I still have no time. After a 10-minute dinner, I rushed to the laboratory to meet with my teammates and began to conduct the project. But the project didn't go well either. After 2 hours' effort, we still didn't get the satisfactory result. However, again, I still have no time. The minute my teammates left the laboratory, I opened my computer to attend the online meeting. So finally, around 10 o'clock, I was able to have some spare time. But after 6 hours accumulation of the bad feeling, I was already on the verge of collapse. So that day, after I returned to my dorm room, I began to meditate to try to find some inner peace. So what interrupts me? Why do my plans suddenly go against me? During meditation, the reason why we only focus on our breathing is because we want us to pay more attention to our bodies, pay attention to our feelings, pay attention to ourselves. I really enjoy one of the steps in meditation. Usually the guide will say, now bring your awareness to sensation within the body, warmth, coolness, tingling, tightness, position, relaxation, hunger, fullness. Every time in this step, I can feel so clear about myself, and I feel so important about myself. I exist, and I'm important. So now looking back, what I forgot when I made the plan. I had got my schedule so tight to fit all things in, but I forgot to schedule a time just for me. If I had left some spare time, maybe I could have digested my negative emotions in time. Those bad feelings had a chain effect. It can develop into a vicious circle. They follow you to the next event, impact that, then the next, then impact. So when we make plans, it is not just thinking about time and simply arrange them from top to bottom. Ourselves are also an important part of our plan. Before making plan, ask yourself some questions. How am I today? Do I feel good? How much can I take? If you have been productively lately, you can definitely get yourself more tasks to do. However, if you are not in a mood, it's definitely okay to plan some time to take a break. Taking a break can be a trip, can be a song, can be a cup of coffee, or even as simple as several deep breaths, just like meditation. I used to think these gaps broke my plan, and I hate something or somebody that made me break it. However, after so many times struggling, I finally realized maybe they should be included as one part of my plan. We never know when bad things will happen, so just in case, plan some time to make your plan adjustable. Arrange some space to make yourself acceptable. You are the person who makes the plan, and you are the most important part of your plan. Before reaching that goal, making sure yourself is safe, making sure yourself is okay, probably they are the first basics that we should follow. So finally, I would say, on the road toward the future, we are the only drivers. It's never about simply stepping on the gas and flying to the finishing line. The future starts with this moment, and the present should be something for drivers to keep their eyes on. In addition, on this long journey, it's okay to make sure that the driver is doing all right. We are all humans. The driver will get tired and will get emotional sometimes. So before something truly goes bad, it will be better to schedule a break time just in advance. So remember, be present and take care of yourself. Thank you.